Games from your childhood felt dreamy because of gaps in your perception. In the early to mid 90s, games were making their biggest leap ever, transitioning from 2D sprites into full 3D worlds. Mario 64 was an absolute breakthrough. It was insane. Apparently, I wasn't even alive at this point. These unks were tripping. They were seeing depth, space, and movement like never before, but it wasn't perfect. In fact, the world that they were playing in was extremely unstable and did not behave like real space at all. But this played heavily with their psychology. These consoles can't just render the whole world at once. If you've ever played Minecraft on a bad computer, you've seen this. World loading chunk by chunk. That's basically what would have happened. So instead, developers covered this pop-in with fog. That alone can create a dreamlike atmosphere. But also the sky. They wrapped the whole level in a painted box, a skybox. Like you were inside of a snow globe in the middle of a dream. But it's not just that. Light didn't really move in those worlds. On the PS1, light was baked into the textures. On the N64, it was brushed gently across the corners of polygons. Because those systems could only show so many colors, the light began to break apart. You'd get color banding and dithering. With the fake lighting, it gives everything a hazy painted glow. Most importantly, the surfaces were low res and unstable. I don't know if you guys remember, but on the PS1, lines used to warp and stretch in weird ways. This is actually because of affine texture mapping. The N64 did not have this problem, but the textures were way lower quality. Everything felt way too soft. This is where your brain comes in. Your visual system is not just recording what's in front of you, it's predicting it. This is called top-down perception. Always guessing what should be there and filling in what. When a street on the PS1 fades into fog, you don't just go like, there's nothing there. When lighting is baked and shadows don't move right, your brain reads something. It reads the mood, it makes an atmosphere. When textures start warping in weird ways and the world jitters, your brain doesn't just reject what it's seeing, instead it tries to smooth it out. It's kind of similar to what your brain does when you're dreaming. Your brain absolutely hates gaps, so it's gonna start throwing expectations, memories, emotion. That's exactly why those places feel so personal. Half of what you remember playing wasn't even on screen. I'm thinking about making a long form version of this on YouTube. If you guys are interested in this kind of thing, I can get into technical details. I yapped a lot, man. Anyways, like and follow for more crappy content.